most underrated cards in Standard based on our personal experience. Before we get into this video, we'd like you to subscribe. Number 10, Blues Tactics. It's a pretty underrated card because nobody really plays it in their deck, but it's a huge hand booster. At the end of your turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. And that's a very exceptional play. Red and blue. Well, it's pretty underrated. You can really power up your GX Pokemon. Search your deck for a GX Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve. If you discard two other cards from your hand when you play this, you may search your deck for 2 basic energy and attach it to the Pokemon you evolved. Now, it's a great way to boost up your GX Pokemon to do a lot of damage. Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff. Like we said, it's in Rush's Art decks, but it's a pretty underrated card. I'm not sure why I picked it. It's a pretty underrated card, and it can do a lot of damage if your opponent's deck revolves around GXs or EXs. And Puffy Smashers is an okay GX deck, but the main reason you would play it is because of Jumping Balloon. Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. It's a really underrated card. I haven't seen too many decks of it, and there's some really good ones. Anyway, Sky Legends, really good GX attack. Shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra Lightning Energy, 1 extra Fire Energy, and 1 extra Lightning Energy, which it should if you've used Trinity Burn, you may this attack does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Now that's good, and it can target Pokemon with not the highest amount of HP. Next, Galarian Obstagoon. You'll probably see a lot more of these decks. Anyway, here's what it is. Here's what it does. Obstruct. During your does 90 damage for 2 energies. During your next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by basic Pokemon, and that is so good. Reshiram and Zekrom, we don't really need to say much about it because we covered it in one video, so check that one out, and we're just going to head to the next one. Rosa. Here's what it does. It's a really underrated card, and it does this. If your opponent, if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, search your deck for a Pokemon, a trainer, and a basic energy card. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. This can be good in any sort of deck, just any sort of deck. Fire Crystal. Put 3 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. What could that be good for? Maybe a welder? Great catcher. When you play this card, discard 2 other cards from your hand, and then you can switch your opponent's active Pokemon with a GX or EX. So, you could bring up, say, an Arceus, Palkia, and Dialga, and then boom, you can just take 3 prize cards if you can do the right amount of damage. Honorable mentions, Venusaur and Snivy, and Flygon. And number 1, Greninja and Zoroark. Here's what it does. It's a great card if there are a lot of energies that you have put down. Well, dark energies. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of dark energies attached to all of your Pokemon. So it could do an infinite amount of damage as long as you have those energies. Hope you liked this video, and click here for more content like that. Bye.